So in this video, I'm going to be talking about Harrow and what you should expect from playing him. Harrow's playstyle usually revolves around the constant upkeep of his abilities, using Condemn to lock down enemies, using Penance to increase your reload speed and fire rate, along with granting health to both you and your allies. And then using Thurible, obviously, to generate energy on kill for both you and your allies. And then Covenant, which will grant invulnerability for a set duration of time, allowing you to negate damage. And on the damage that piles up, depending on how much piles up, you can get up to 50% of critical chance for both you and your allies, and it becomes 200% on headshots. Essentially, the main thing you should expect from him is just doing insane weapon damage, infinite energy and healing for you and your allies, and then a little bit of survivability and crowd control. His survivability comes at using his abilities efficiently and in synergy with each other, but that is obviously something that takes a little bit of time to get used to. So real quickly, I'll show you just what to expect from it. First things first is usually casting Covenant so you don't die immediately. You prevent some damage. In that time, you can cast Thurible to gain some energy on kill. Usually 30 is enough. After that, you can cast Condemn to lock down enemies, start shooting some enemies in the head to gain energy back, which will then allow you to continue casting Condemn, which will generate you more shields, which will then allow you to use Penance if you need it, because this does require shields for you to use it. And then once Penance has been used, you will start generating health for you and your allies. And with the energy you'll be gaining from Thurible while killing the enemies that are locked down with Condemn, you should start having just insane amounts of energy, you and your teammates around you, to start killing enemies pretty efficiently and spamming as many abilities as you want. Obviously, when the retaliation duration for Covenant is gone, you can cast Covenant again, recast Thurible if you want, though honestly, I feel that you should just let the timer run pretty low. And then obviously cast Condemn whenever you need it, because this is probably your main form of survivability. It doesn't work on Xmas enemies, so it's important to note that if you see an Xmas enemy, you either have to cast Covenant right away or roll away. If you have on Rolling Guard, that will grant you 3 seconds of invulnerability, and that will allow you enough time to run away from those Xmas enemies. Of course though, 20 Xmas enemies is just far too much to run away from. Now, I explained it pretty quickly, but the gist is pretty simple. All you need to do is upkeep your abilities in the form of Condemn to generate yourself some shields, Penance to get rid of those shields and then give you fire rate and reload speed, Condemn again to generate more shields. Thurible will grant you energy on kill to you and your allies, and obviously Covenant will grant you survivability. Invulnerability of 10 seconds or more depending on your duration, or much less depending on your duration, is always useful in any situation. And then obviously just getting energy on kill and then 4 times that on headshots is always something that is amazing. Harrow usually revolves around locking down enemies to just get those critical headshots you need to generate yourself more energy, and obviously making use of the critical chance you'll gain from Covenant. Now, with that being said, that's pretty much just about it. There's probably 1,000 better videos explaining how you should play him. This is mostly just what to expect, and it's usually just team support. It could be old-fashioned you support depending on how you work your build, but base Harrow usually revolves around supporting the team and making sure that they can continue nuking as much as possible. So with that being said, that's pretty much just about it. Until next time.